Hello everyone, Smiling Menace here. I know it's been a while, I haven't posted in about almost a few years, but I'm back and I'm ready to post of what I got. Now, I'm recording this ahead of time, but I'll be posting this on my birthday, which is November 14th, and I'll be turning 24. So yeah, been starting this hobby since I was 8, started again when I was 12, always been a Matchbox guy at heart. So, to start off, very special thanks to the Matchbox Man on YouTube. I'll put a image of him on the screen. He also has an Instagram account, which is matchbox_man_HW_24, where he also posts as well. So feel free to follow him on his socials in addition to his YouTube channel. And now, without further ado, let's take a look at what he got us today, shall we? So the first one is a majorette. This is the Toyota Century from the Japan series. I do believe this is already out of stock. According to his video, he said if you were to get it nowadays overseas, it's very expensive, unfortunately, from Bai. So this is actually based on the second generation Toyota Century, which was produced from 1997 to at least 2018. It's not the current gen version, actually, nor it is the first gen, so this actually makes it very rare in 164. I know TLV makes the 164 as well, but this is a decent alternative. As you can clearly see from the box, it has lens headlights, tail lights. It has opening doors to reveal the interior. And for all of you reading aficionados, this is what it looks like on the back, with the various languages that it comes. I will be posting this later out of its package, so keep an eye out for that. This goes for any other cars that I'm going to showcase on their card. Up next, we have something called the Majorette Prime Model Japanese Historic Car Edition. These come with kabaya gum. The first one is the Nissan Skyline GTR R34 in Bayside Blue. Well, almost, with these very ugly lace rims. Definitely taking those off. I do believe the opening hood on this is removable. Very interesting choice to do that. Here's the piece of a kabaya chewing gum, which I'll definitely be chewing off camera. Here are the other models that are listed, along with a bunch of Japanese text, because this is a Japan-only series. Got the EK9, got the Evo 9 in either silver or yellow, and the R34 that I have, which is blue, but it also comes in Midnight Purple. There we go. So in comparison to the previous Majorette Century, this one is a much smaller card because they're only designed to hang like that. Up next, we have the Honda Civic Type R in Championship White. The hood on this opens. Usual details, kabaya gum. Again, the wheels don't really fit this model at all, so I'm definitely swapping these. But overall, you know, a decent 164. It's more closer to the actual car than like Hot Wheels attempts, that's for sure. And then lastly, we have the silver, this is more of like a dark gray, of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 9, which was produced from 2006 to 2008. And for the R34 that I forgot to mention, 99 to 2002, and the Type R Civic, which is from 97 to at least 2000. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it is the facelift model because of the front bumper. Anyway, going back to the Evo, these have the basic Majorette wheels in comparison to the newer ones that it has, so it's very basic. Usual gum. I do believe it's only opening doors. There's no other parts otherwise, but it's a very nice representation, finally, of a stock Evo, because all the other 164 Evos I've seen are either modified or they're not the correct Evo that I'm looking for. As of the card backs, they're pretty much all the same, regardless, so that's the end of those Majorettes. Let's go on to some Hot Wheels and some Matchbox. So the first Hot Wheels carded is the Boulevard series, which you can find in Walmart. It's the Mazda 323 GTR. It has the nice details all around. I don't know much about this car in real life. I was first introduced to this car thanks to Forza Horizon 5 via its Car Pass DLC, so it's pretty cool. It does have some rally heritage to it. And I've seen images of this driving around. And this has an icy and hot license plate on it. Has these aero disc rims. It's very nice. I would say it's like one of the best. Oh geez, I thought that was hair, but no, it's just the thing covering it. And then going on to the back, the other models you could have gotten is either this one, the custom 2001 Acura Interpret GSR, the new Myers Minx casting, the Di Tommaso Pantera Group 4, and the Ford Transit Supervan. And here's the card back, if you want to read it. And then these are Matchbox, but these are carded as well. So the first one we got is the recolor of the 2016 Holden VF Commodore SSV after debuting in a police livery last year. Nice to see it finally get a stock livery. The orange is actually quite muted compared to the actual illustration. I don't know if it picks up on camera, but it's a very metallic orange. Other than that, it's pretty decent for $1 you can get. Here's the card back for this one. This one is a new casting. This is the 2023 Toyota GR Supra in white. It's quite small, but it's quite accurate. I really like the way they molded into the doors and the front end quite well. Here's the base for this. Here's the card back. And that concludes my carded stuff that I got from Alex. Now then, let's get the loose models out, shall we? So to begin with, the first model I'm going to take out is this. This is a 1986 Ferrari Testarossa. Let me adjust my camera so you can see better. Let me zoom in. If it can work with me today. Okay. So I do believe this is the debut release of this casting, as course being the 80s, has a big Ferrari badge on it. I got the Ferrari logos on the sides, 8-dot wheels, metal base, and it also has suspension. Because back then they used to have suspension, but I think they phased them out in the 2000s. It is also a bygone relic because Ferrari doesn't license their cars anymore to Matchbox or Hot Wheels, especially after 2015. Speaking of Ferraris, we got another one. This one is a 1986 Ferrari F40. Again, it follows the same tradition with the Testarossa, with the Ferrari badges being quite big on the front and on the sides, 8-dot wheels, working suspension. The difference with this is a plastic base. Oh yeah, back then they used to label them, so this is 1/59 scale. And if I pull in my F40 for a comparison, quite similar in scale to each other. Forgot to mention the base on this. Doesn't, oh okay, 1/59, so they're about the same scale. So they do pair quite nicely with each other. I also do appreciate the engine detail that's actually inside the car. I mean, they're quite limited with their budget back then, but you know, they made it where they count. So, pretty nice castings. Let's compare them from the rears. Up next, we have the, what is this? The 1987 Dodge Dakota, which is 1/63 scale, so it's a bit smaller. This one has a chrome base. Seems to be like an off-road spec. We got these aftermarket, what is this, like a rally bar of some sort. Got these wheels instead, and so the 8 dots, so we got these kind of mag rims to it. It's the base, very shiny. Got the Dakota ST on the sides. Got the interesting stripe pattern, along with this pattern on top. I forgot to mention, all these models that are loose of Matchbox, they come from a guy on Instagram. His name is Skater81, or S8KUR81. So I don't know how that works. I know he has a YouTube account, but which is currently slipping my mind. But once I figure it out, I will tag him in the description, along with Matchbox Man. I don't have much to say about this casting, sorry. Other than the fact that it is a nice representation of a 80s pickup. Up next we have the, what is this? 1990 Nissan 300ZX. Very nice. It's a gloss yellow 300ZX on the sides. Has the 8-dot wheels that I mentioned. Also, working suspension. The Dodge doesn't have that, I believe. Oh, actually it does. Never mind. So the Dodge actually also has working suspension. You can see the clear scale difference with this one. So you got the base here. Actually, this one doesn't have its scale listed. Oh, wait, never mind, it does. It's 150, what's it? 158. So it's a bit smaller than the Ferraris, but a bit bigger than the Dakota. Overall, pretty nice, pretty nice. Up next, we have the release of the 1993 Ford Probe, 159th scale. Working suspension as usual. The livery is a bit questionable with the black and the blue interior and the blue stripes, and it's very gaudy. And these wheels are very gold. They haven't particularly aged well either, and little to no details at all. Well, on the Universal, I can forgive it, but it's appreciated if they do have details. But it's just really unfortunate that this casting doesn't have any. I'll figure out a way how to detail all these. Maybe remove the tampons of that. And then lastly, before we go to the very last, we do have some Golden Age Matchbox. So this one is a 2004 Audi R6 Avant station wagon. You know, fun fact, this was the very first model that actually got me into Matchbox when I was very young. I do have several blue ones in different conditions and later releases of blue, but this one's a simple metallic blue. This one actually has a license plate. It has detailed lights, detailed grille, 4U to Navy. It says the same thing on the back. Here's the base. At this point, they stopped making them in by Universal and started making them under Mattel, so they switched factories. It's from Macau, England, and then this is now currently made in Thailand. We got the quite a detailed undercarriage here. I'm trying to find the elephant logo. But I do believe they started adding them, I think, around this time. But this casting predates that. So it's very nice. Now, keen-eyed viewers will know that I do have this casting, but this is a much nicer version. And this is a 168 of the 2004 Lincoln Navigator. I chose this one because it's black, the tan interior, it has the saw blade wheels on it. Audi had the, oh, my bad. Audi had the multi-spoke rims. Most of these are mint. Some are a bit dusty because they've been sitting for a bit, but overall quite clean. This one has a different Matchbox logo back when they had the oval. Switched to the rectangular one at some point. Camera's trying to focus. Got the spare tire. It's a hook model, which is something that Mattel would not make today. Trying to focus on the camera. But overall, nice representation of an American SUV. Now the last three, they're all bundled together, so I'll start with the oldest and then work our way up. So this is a 2005 Dodge Magnum. This is the police variant, Brazos Country Sheriff. Not much details, just the what it says on the sides. Got these sport rims, Dodge, Brazos Country. Got the 680, the unit number. This is back when they did the separate sirens. They don't do that anymore, so unfortunately that's not a thing. But it's very nice, very nice. They also have its brother, which is the 2005 Dodge Charger, which was brand new at the time, actually. This one, I do believe, is also based on an actual police car, Auburn Hills, Michigan. See, I know my stuff. Brazos Country, I might have to look up later. I'm not familiar with it, but very nice. There's the Dodge logo, unit number 18. I think it's a County 676. This one doesn't have a light bar because this casting never came with one. The Magnum was either available in either with sirens or no sirens, or has surfboard. This one's 167, so when I compare it to the Magnum, they're in a roughly similar scale with each other. And makes sense because they're actually based on the same platform in real life. This was built from 2005 to 2010. Had a second generation which was killed. The Magnum only ran for one generation from 2008, 2005, 2008, and that's about it. And lastly but not least, we have the most iconic police car of all time. We have the 2006 Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor. So this one represents a state police in black with the 689 Matchbox K9 unit. I do believe this also came in a white version. Separate siren for the light bar. There's the push bar. You know, for $1 back in the day, you definitely got your money's worth. I can't really say about how it is these days. But overall, that wraps up the haul that I got from the Matchbox Man. And I do appreciate the stuff that he gave me. And thank you very much for watching the video. It's been a while, so till then, bye-bye.